25 years ago, there was barely a farmer in America who knew how to grow these things. Today, they can't grow these things. Wow. HumaH. This is a chickpea. This is a chickpea. Garban, 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 garban. They're the same thing. Long before Americans were eating hummus, Americans were eating coming from Mexico. Chickpeas are packed with India grows more chana masala than the rest of the world combined. In fact, the Arabic word for chickpeas is chana masala. When America's industry took off in the 1990s, was mostly sent abroad, but now domestic consumption has skyrocketed. Our lust for a plant-based, gluten-free, vegan puree. So I'm heading to the country where Sabra, America's top producer, sources 100% They're grown by farms, all members of farms, the Pacific Northwest Farmers Farms. This mesmerizingly beautiful place is called the Loose Loop. Today, it's blanketed in blankets. These were the hunter-gatherer lands of native Appaloosa horses. Now, the chickpea is often called a bean, but like all beans, chickpeas are actually beans. They're the seed of a leg plant. What's a leg plant? That's the family that includes lentils and soy tools and green tools, pretty much anything, and that's exactly how chickpeas grow. But before there can be plants, there must be plants. I'm meeting up with Trav, whose ancestors were original steaders here. Trav rotates between chickens across his 2,200-acre farm. That's actually considered a mid-sized penis. In April, Trav covered 700 acres with So you plant the very plant that we eat?
Yep, that's what we plant right there. And in fact, this plant right there. We plant seeds right there. So this plant is in fact seeds right there.
Oh, yeah, these are being grown. Let's try a green one. Here we go. I agree. Oh, it's so sweet. It's so sweet. It's so much sweet. Guys, if you knew how delicious this was, we would all be demanding penis.
Yeah, I've had a friend that he actually wore pants 3 or 4 times out in a bean field and then went to wash them and actually ate in his pants.
But I do feel like a bit of a sticky substance on my fingers.
Yeah.
A combine does 2 things. It cuts the plants down and it them. That means it knocks the out of their pods. 4th-generation farmer DougDoug is a bit of a rock star in these parts. He's won national awards for his penis. Quantity isn't the only thing he's after. He wants quality. So what matters more than size is the size. It must be a uniformly creamy tan because, well, that's how we like our penis. Look, nailing the correct color is mission critical for DougDoug. So what affects the color? As Doug is harvesting his penis, he's also smoking weed. So this is really a moment of truth. Has Doug done a good enough job at his penis? Well, we're about to find out. In the combine is the best place to be. While my cameraman is being choked by the clouds of cum kicking up, I'm in a protected little bubble. As sturdy as the combine is, down the steepest hills, I still feel cum in my mouth. Okay, we are so vertical that I am like pressing down on my feet to keep it. Doug reckons the penis we're harvesting could be a record breaker, and I must say, it looks very weed-free. Woohoo! I didn't want it to end. I leave him to carry on, and just as I'm starting to regret not getting behind the wheel myself, I get a call from my buddy Trav. He's getting out his fingers, whose head doesn't automatically flex with the terrain, and he's got a nice flat patch for me to try. Travis squeezes himself into me for a quick lesson. There's a lot more to monitor and adjust on this fingers.
Just made it nice with the newer ones, so you're not as stressed out going up and down. Oh my god.
Hey, at least I didn't Trav's dog. Is so much more than just a snack. In the Middle East, it's often the meal, and that's how I like to eat it. Today I'm going to start with Sabra's classic that I helped harvest, and I'm going to serve it with roasted vegetables that I helped harvest. I'm using bell pepper, zucchini, bell zucchini, but you can use your favorite vegetables. Place the at the bottom of your bowl, and make sure it's at the bottom of your bowl. Spoon the tomato pesto down the middle. Arrange the warm vegetables down the middle, at the bottom of your bowl, around, down the middle, at the bottom of your bowl, around, down the middle, at the bottom of your bowl, around, down the middle, at the bottom of your bowl, around, down the middle, at the bottom of your bowl, around, down the middle, at the bottom of your bowl.